What's up, guys? My name is Malcolm Tibbs. I'm 26 years old right now, and at the age of 24, I was able to retire myself using some of my veteran benefits. Now, I've been doing self improvement for about 8 years now, and in that time, I've made a ton of mistakes. So, I like to make these videos to help speed up the process for other young men who want to get ahead in life and hopefully get you guys to a position similar to my own without making the same mistakes that I did. Now, with that being said, by far the biggest mistake that I was making was thinking that I had to be better in order to get a girlfriend. First things first, getting a girlfriend makes you better in almost every single area in life. And a lot of these problems, a lot of these habits that you can't seem to stop, they disappear overnight when you have an intimate relationship. Now, the biggest thing that's holding a lot of men back, and myself included until recently, was thinking that I had to be better. I needed like a faster car. I needed more money. I needed a bigger house, right? I need to be in the top 20% because all women are only choosing 1 out of 5 guys. Like that's something I genuinely used to think, right? And it's just not true, okay? An analogy that made things click in my mind and like almost unlocked like this secret that I just didn't know, right, was realizing that there are homeless men out there who have girlfriends. There are men at the very bottom of society in terms of like success, and they are getting intimacy, they're getting sex, they're getting touch, right? They have somebody to go to sleep next to. They don't even have a job, right? So this idea that you need to be better or that you need to like hustle harder and like it's cope. And it's a really nice narrative. It sounds really good. It allows you to distract yourself from the real issue. But the thing is, you can keep trying to be better. It doesn't matter how much money you make or how successful you get. You can always apply that same narrative and say, I'm still not good enough, right? I need to keep delaying gratification. I can never cash in my chips. Here's the thing. The only thing that's stopping you from getting a girlfriend is a fear of rejection. And the easiest way to get over that fear, in fact, the only way to get over that fear, is to desensitize yourself to it. Okay? You have to go get rejected a certain number of times, and that number is going to be different for every single man, right? You have to go get rejected a certain number of times so that you no longer are afraid of it happening. And once you get to the point where you're no longer afraid of a woman like being the judge of you and having the power to like dismiss you and abandon you, like once you get over that fear, you're finally in the position to actually start improving yourself. Everything you've been doing, like as like it's been like side quests, like getting a better job and working out and going to the gym and like looks maxing and chewing like jawline gum. All of that is like a side quest, but the main quest is just to get the girlfriend. And the way that you do it is you learn how to present yourself in a way that's attractive. And then on top of that, you develop the social skills necessary to not only acquire a girlfriend, but to maintain that relationship. Very basic social skills that you'll see that the people who do well at dating, they typically do very well at networking and, you know, being popular, having friends, right? Because dating is like a universal kind of like melting pot when it comes to social skills, okay? If you want to improve, really the best way, like if we are going to measure what it means to improve, it's not going to be how much money you make. It's not going to be like how long you can meditate. It's going to be how much influence do you have over people around you? How much influence do you have? If you make a request, what is the likelihood that people will comply to that request? And that almost always boils down to, now I'm not going to say almost always, but about 80% of that is going to boil down to how you present yourself and how you navigate social situations. The way that you look, right? The color of your skin, the amount of money in your bank account, all of that is like a secondary factor. It's like a cherry on top, right? It helps, and in some cases it may be what like actually gets like tips it over the ledge and makes somebody comply with you because you are well groomed, because you are wearing a nice suit, right? But 9 times out of 10, it's going to be how you present the request, right? How you escalate. to the request, right? How you navigate the social situation, right? Your basic social skills, okay? So when it comes to women, you have to first get over your fear of rejection, and then you're finally in this position where you can start to develop these social skills. You can start to just go out and get more reps so that you can collect data and you can say, oh, well, when I pause and then I ask her the phone number, she usually gets a little bit skittish and she tells me she has a boyfriend. But if I'm like really bold and I just ask for it up front, I have like a much better percentage of like getting the phone number, right? Oh, if I ask for the phone number like this, she'll actually pull out her phone, or she'll take my phone and she'll put a number in, but 9 times out of 10, that number isn't her real number. So I need to start asking her like this. You need to be able to collect those data points, okay? And you're never going to be able to improve at escalating and recognizing that somebody's attracted in you and getting that like attraction to actually turn into a relation. You're never going to get better at doing those things until you put yourself in the position to like collect the data and run the experiments, okay? And the only reason why you haven't done so already, it's not because you're not rich enough. It's not because you're not tall enough. It's not because you're balding, or that you don't have the right complexion of skin color. Like, it's just that you're afraid of getting rejected. You have made a woman, let's not even make this about women. You have accepted that other people can be a better judge for you than you can be for yourself. You've put them in a position of authority over yourself, and you've given them the power to reject you or to dismiss you, right? The only reason why you don't have a girlfriend already, it's not because you're not good enough. It's not because you're deficient. It's not because you're the one man that's broken. It's because you're afraid of getting rejected. And come on, let's be honest. We kind of already knew that. Like, that is the thing, and it's the thing if you really ask yourself, well, why does the homeless man have a girlfriend, but I don't, right? There are homeless men. You drive through California, you drive through Arizona, you drive through any state in the United States, probably any place in the world, right? Homeless men are paired up with women, right? There are homeless men going to sleep with girls, having sex, having somebody to sleep besides, getting, physical touch and intimacy. And they're at the very bottom of society. They don't have a car. They don't have a job. And they have a girlfriend. They have the social skills necessary to walk up to a girl and to get her to comply with his requests of being his mate, right? In the most basic terms, if that's how you want to word it. There's nothing that you're lacking. You're not deficient in anything. You're just afraid. And as long as you continue to accept a narrative other than I'm afraid, you're never going to confront the fear. And the only way you get rid of the fear is exposure, okay? That by far has been the biggest lesson that I've learned this year, right? Recognizing that it wasn't that I was broken or that my skin color was wrong or that I was in the wrong location. None of that was true. I just needed more reps. I genuinely just sucked at talking to girls. And it wasn't because there was something wrong with me. I just did not have a lot of experience because I was afraid. And it's a very simple fix, okay? I wish I could give you guys a sexy answer. I mean, if we want to sugarcoat things, right? And yes, if you want to get somebody to comply with the request, if you want to have more influence, go to the gym, read more books, make more money, dress nicer. All those things help. But I'm trying to think of a term. It's escaping me right now. If there's one thing that is going to most directly contribute to your success in the area of love and intimacy and relationship, it's reps. It's experience. It's being put in the position to mess up and then learn from your mistakes, which means, you're going to get rejected. You're going to have women throw the drink in your face and tell you that you're being weird and creepy and that you need to leave, right? If I go into Hinge right now, I have a girlfriend, so I don't even have the app downloaded. If I go into Hinge right now, there's probably 200 matches that are hidden because the conversation just died because either I lost interest in the girl or what's more likely is they just ghosted me. right? Because I said something that was unattractive or I said something that made them lose interest. 200 times I had to get ghosted by women before I could reliably get a girl to go out on a date and then get that date to turn into something that's happening at my condo. And then from there, get that to turn into sex. And then from there, get that one like lay to turn into a relationship. Okay. And now I'm at the point where I pick up my phone, I go on Hinge. I can have about 3-4 dates lined up next weekend. I guarantee you, because I've done so many reps. I've been rejected so many times. I've escalated so many different ways that I understand all the little nuances to make it happen. I might match with 30 girls, but I'll end up with like 3 or 4 dates, right? And you need to realize that it's a percentage. Like this is a numbers game. Dating is a numbers game. No matter who you are, no matter where you're from or how fast your car is, you will never be able to get 100% of people to comply with your requests, right? It could simply just be that they don't like the way that you talk. They don't like your accent. They don't like your skin color, right? And there's nothing that you can do to convince that one person to change their mind. But you don't need that one person. You need a person. And guess what? You have a sample pool of about 4 billion. There's 4 billion women, okay? And new women are turning 18 every day. And even on top of that, you don't just get one shot, right? You can shoot your shot at the same girl multiple times. You just have to spread it out over months. And that's something you'll learn, that you can't just keep trying to hammer down their door continuously. You'll learn that you need to spread out your attempts with experience. That's something I've learned. Hey, you need to give the girl time to forget about you and to, have her life move on, and for you to come back new and improved and a little bit sexier. And then you'll have a better chance, right? But you're never going to be able to even be in the position to learn that nuance of like game if you never get over your fear of rejection. So if I had to like really sum up this video and give you one piece of advice to walk away from, like one activity to start doing, put down the screens, put down your phone, go outside, walk up to girls and ask them to give them your phone number. Ask them to give you their phone number, so that you can take them out for coffee. Don't try to like build up to it. Don't try to be like, excuse me, how's your day going? Or do you have the time? Like just be bold. Race to the rejection. Every single man that I know who has been able to put themselves in a position where they race towards the rejection, they get over their fear of rejection so fast. And then on top of that, they find it very difficult to get rejected. Because being bold, displaying that confidence, letting a woman know, hey, I am the judge of myself. You can't reject, like you don't have the power to get under my skin. You're not the judge of me. I'm not going to give you that authority. I would love to get to know you. I would love to see you without your clothes on, right? I would love to maybe start a relationship with you. But if you tell me you're not down, cool. I don't care. Right? When you approach a woman boldly, you're conveying all of those things. Okay. So if I just had to give you one task, get off of your phone, go outside, linger in public, walk up to girls and get rejected. Try to get rejected. Instead of avoiding it, try to get rejected. And you will see massive improvements, not only in your dating life, not only in your love life, but in all regards when it comes to social skills. You'll learn so much about people and what makes them tick and what you should and should not do, okay? That's all I have for you guys. I'm kind of rambling at this point. My name is Malcolm Tibbs. Hey, if you want to meet other men who are trying to get better, check the description down below. I have a school community. You can get in there, share your notes, go through field reports, say, hey, this is what's working for me. This doesn't work for me. What about you guys? All of that is happening down in our community. Plus, there's a bunch of little cool courses in there that will help you learn how to be more of an influence on others around you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I mean, if you're still listening to the video at this point, you obviously like the way that I talk or what I'm saying resonates with you. So subscribe to the channel. It means a lot. And drop me a comment. Give me the feedback. It helps so much, okay? Because I'm a small YouTuber. My analytics, like half of them won't even load because I don't get enough views on my video. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you're struggling with and maybe I can make a video about it. I've made some videos on comments in the past. So Yeah, that's all that I have for you guys. My name is Malcolm Tibbs, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.